Hi everybody, Leah here with your April 2021 reading. April is a month of letting go. It's endings, completions, transformation. It's preparing that space to be able to start anew, start something fresh and moving on to the next stage of your life. And wow, we've got 3 major arcana cards already. We've got 4 major arcana cards for April. So this is going to be a huge month for you if you take those steps and allow it to be. Okay. So the first week we have the card of strength, and interestingly, strength came up in a different card deck for the weekly reading, which was going into the first week of April. So this is really a really strong theme that you need to go within and find your inner strength. There may be changes happening in your life that are calling on you to be very strong. But being strong is not being like a bull at a gate. This is very much you finding that calm, soul-changing inner strength that is you being confident in yourself, but it's being kind, it's being considerate of others, it's understanding where other people are coming from, it's embracing forgiveness for yourself, for whoever else is involved in whatever this change is that you are making. So it's you're being very firm and solid in what you are wanting and what you are going after and the changes you are making, but you're doing that with grace and kindness and love. And so just remember that. We also have the card of balance. So again, this don't be too forceful with these changes you're making with other people. Really understand where they are coming from. You have probably done a lot of soul work to get yourself to this point. They may not have been doing that same work. So for other people who are affected by this change you are making, this could come out of left field and completely throw them. So be understanding of that. Give them that time that they need as well to process without getting sort of angry or reacting to that. But at the same time, stay firm in what it is that you are wanting and in your beliefs and the changes that you need to make. Now, the second week of April, we have the card of justice. Now, interestingly, this comes up with the card of blame. So again, I think we're being reminded that as we go through these changes, you have to let go of any blame you are holding on to yourself or to other people. You cannot move forward in life until you let go of the old stuff. So if there is an area in your life where you are blaming yourself for something, then, take responsibility for whatever it was you did. Take ownership of that, but learn from it. Commit to not making that same mistake a second time, and then let it go. Now, when it comes to the card of justice, I think you're fighting for something. You're fighting for something to be fair, to be reasonable. Generally, when the card of justice comes, it's in your favor, but that does depend a little bit on what you've been doing and the behavior you've been taking. If you have been doing something that is really not right, then you're probably going to feel the effects of that in the second week of April. So this is where it's so important to really go within, check in with yourself and ask, is this right? Is this fair? Is this coming from a place of love and kindness? And then making those changes based on that. Now, the third week of April, we have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor came up also in the weekly reading. This is a card of stability. It's you doing things well. You're taking charge. You are making plans. You are growing. You're guiding other people, quite possibly, or other people are watching you and being inspired by what it is that you are doing. But this is you being very strong and firm and standing your ground. And I think other people could be coming around you and trying to bring you down a little bit or sort of influence you in a way, but you're actually like, no, I know this is where I'm meant to be right now. I know this is the action I'm meant to take, and I'm okay with that. And you are sort of just coming into your own, it feels like. We do have the card of friendship here. So this could be that new friends are coming into your life. It could be that old friends are significant this week, but friendships will be significant in one way or another in the 3rd week of April. Now, in the last week of April, we have change your life. This could be news coming into you that allows you to let go of what has been keeping you stuck. In the final week of April, it's the final week of letting go. It's before, this is the absolute completions and endings before you move into a 1 month, which is new beginnings and starting afresh. So if you have been, again, kind of trying to move forward but holding on to your past and it's keeping you kind of stuck, you've really got to make a decision in April if this is right for you. Do you want to stay stuck in this place? Do you want to stay holding on to something that, probably isn't really fulfilling you, even though it may feel safe and good in a lot of ways? Or do you want to be able to let it go and move on to something that can be so much better for you and your life? It's a decision only you can make. And you might choose to stay stuck where you are, and I know that sounds bad, but that's not how I mean it. Sometimes, that is the option that feels the safest for you. And if that's the case, then so be it, that's it. But know that you can change your life if you choose to really let go of your past and move forward. Now we have the card of gratitude here. I think this is a reminder that you can be very grateful for what circumstances or situations or people have brought to your life without kind of staying committed to that for the rest of your life. You can be very grateful for what you had, but still be willing and able to let that go. You don't need to think everything was bad about it in order to be free to move on, because generally it's not. If you've stayed with something for a long time, it can't have been all bad. There must have been good times. So it's really connecting to those good times, being grateful for those, but letting it go. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Michael. Now, this is a card of wisdom. It's you staying in your integrity. We talked about at the start of the month of, coming from a place of kindness and understanding, and this really calls on you to do that. The King of Michael very much is a card of honest and open communication. That is vital. Speak your truth, but carefully. Don't kind of run off with something and then afterwards go, God, that's not even what I meant. It's not even how I actually feel. I just kind of reacted and said things I didn't mean. So it's you really getting clear with yourself about how you're feeling so that you can then communicate that to the people who need you to. We also have the card of health here. So it's being really... Stress can really affect your health in a big way. So this is you, and this is where this balance card comes in as well. It's really looking after yourself. If you are involved in a situation or a scenario that you are noticing is affecting your health, if stress is bringing you down, if you're feeling quite emotional, if your tummy's in knots, if something's just not good for you, if you're angry or, full of guilt or, regret, where that blame comes in, you have to let it go for your own well-being. So it's not always easy, but it is really important. So if you do the work this month, you really can change your life, turn it around, let go of anything that you do not need. And so you will be ready in May to allow new things into your life and to start afresh and move forward. So I hope that helps for you. Have a fantastic month. I'll see you next month. Bye.